How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, welcome to Biomutant.
Hello. Hope you guys can hear me. Okay, I don't see too many people online, but since it's 11, I think we'll start the stream, and I hope you guys can hear me. Once again, this is Tyler from IVG, and this is Biomutant. And I just installed the game, so the only thing I really did here was change some of the settings because it started at a lower resolution. But this is more or less my first time starting a new game here. So let's go with medium.
Encode your DNA.
Okay, this seems like a pretty in-depth character creator of sorts. Let's see, what do we have here? Primal. Okay, these seem to be classes you can go with. Okay, nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. Right. So Rex seems to be a decent choice here. Both physical and mental challenges. So hopefully this should be like the melee caster hybrid, I'm hoping. Let's see, what else do we have. Extremely tough and resilient. So yeah, probably a tanky one. This seems more like a caster type. Right, not really sure what this is, but let's just go with Rex because it seems like this should give us an advantage, at least in the beginning. I like how the characters look though, very cool. You don't see stuff like this too often. Some may call it furry, but yeah, it is what it is. And there's also randomizer here for some reason. Yeah, Primal looks good. Murgle also looks good, but I'm not really sure what Murgle is supposed to do. It says it's gone in a direction where form and appearance has dominated over function. So I don't know what that means. Does it mean that it only looks good? Because the stats seem to be pretty low. Not that bad though. Charisma. Oh, okay. I see that. Yeah. So it seems like he has higher chance for loot dropping and barter, which is good. I think I'll just go with Rex though. And I need to define a starter attributes. Okay, let's see. The game didn't really explain this very well.
Define your genetic structure.
Oh, okay. Okay. Should be careful with what is happening here. I don't think I have like fine control over this. I can just move the stick here just to strength and vitality. Do I want to keep it here, or do I want to keep all stats as neutral? Interesting. You know, I will just go with strength and agility. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's just do this. Yeah, Nash says character creation is quite chomu. You know, this game kind of reminds me of Spore.
Resilience.
That game from long ago. And that didn't turn out too well. So resistance. Okay. This is very strange because, you know, you can only really choose between two or keep it neutral. So for resistance, I'll just go with something in the middle. Yeah, that's probably better.
Choose your
Yeah, bro.
style.
Spore sucked. I agree. Customize fur. Okay. This is nice. Okay, this is finally something that I can see now. Let's just go with something that is... this looks badass. Yeah. Again, there is like... yeah... no fine control. You just basically go with what it gives you.
Pick your main color.
But you can customize color, so that's nice. I'll just go with nice brown.
Choose your detail color.
And this can be white.
Pick a class.
Alright, so there's also a class in addition to the starter stats that I had. Fine.
Mercenary.
Alright. So mercenary is a trained swordsman.
Deadeye.
Deadeye is a skillful rogue with a gun.
Commando.
Oh wow, okay.
Psyfreak.
Look at this bad boy, yeah.
Saboteur. Sentinel. Psyfreak. Command. Deadeye.
You know, Deadeye seems nice. Tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life outside law and society values. Yeah, that sounds good. Perfect reload is the skill that comes with it. Ranged weapons are reloaded instantly and next magazine is granted 20% damage. Yeah, alright, let's go with this.
Deadeye chosen.
I don't know if my stats actually match whatever I'm doing here, but yeah, let's just go with this.
That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Okay.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
You know, I always go with goody two shoes type characters, so let's just choose the
Let me
nicer
introduce
option here.
myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I'm bright, okay?
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instinct.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. Now, if that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
I think I might have made the wrong choice, because whatever this white thing is more annoying.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
As Nash would say, this game actually seems to have a lot of mungeon.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Yeah, it's a bit late now, Mad Warrior. I've already picked light. I don't know if you can change it. Oh wow, okay. Was not ready for that. Oh, I like that. I like that, there's like those old Batman style. There's a parry system. Nice.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Yeah, there's a generous parry window. I barely did it in time and it still registered.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Please stop interrupting the gameplay. There's so much of stop and go in this game so far.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Right. Okay, got it. Pretty standard stuff so far.
Bites the dust. That's going to leave a mark.
I'm sure they got the inspiration for the commentary, the dude who talks in the background from Darkest Dungeon. Sounds very similar also. Okay. Alright, one thing I'll say, I mean, just between these two encounters, the combat feels very floaty. Not a lot of oomph to it in terms of the hits, like you barely feel like you're hitting something. That's not a very good sign already, I should say. Found a weapon special effect add-on. Okay, attach it to your ranged weapon. Cool. That's it. Did that work? Oh yeah, seems like it did. Right, so there is no auto heal, you have to find stuff to heal. Okay. Take all. Right.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new
I didn't even
environment
notice there were
and
enemies.
changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Please stop doing that. Yeah, the parry even gives you like the Batman style indicators on top of their head, so pretty easy. Yeah, I know fallen enemies can be looted. Clink. Okay. Assuming that's the currency. And there's a danger sign, so I probably should not try that. Okay. Wow, there was a big splash radius there. There's no lock on in the game, which kind of sucks for a game like this. See? No. I was trying to shoot the barrel while he was trying to throw it. No, I did not try mouse and keyboard, Nash, but I could try that now. I just thought a game like this is a lot better with a controller. It does allow you to change on the fly, so that's great. See, I'm already like the movement feels really weird with the mouse and keyboard somehow, especially the camera control. So I'm just going to stick with the controller for now. Seems playable though. Attacks to break shields, of course. I'm still not getting the dodge timings though. I still keep taking hits while dodging. See? Try dodging this time. Let's see. Yeah. Right. So we leveled up. So, what affects the range damage? That's what I want to level up for now. Actually, it doesn't say explicitly which one affects the range damage. No, I would say Nash, the shooting is actually better with the controller, because there's a very generous auto aim, and you just basically vaguely need to point in that direction and just hits automatically. So that's not too bad. So I'm probably going to go with health for now. That's a safe choice until I figure out how this system works really. Oh right, so seems like there's a different tree for these things. Close combat, ranged combat. Let's just go with ranged. Guns. Crane dance. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. So, okay, that's BXRT. So there's like, let's just do this. It's been a long time since I've played a game that has like button combos that you need to remember. If you play a lot of Souls-like and stuff, you know, it's the control systems are pretty simple. There's not a lot of button combos and stuff. But let's see. I do like the sprinting. This looks very cool.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Clawbar. Okay, let's take it. So is that a weapon? Is that a weapon that can I equip? Right. Oh, main hand is here. Apparently it was not a weapon, so it's probably a puzzle item, something I need to open, something else.
That pipe looks weak. The clawbar should come in handy.
Yes. I don't know why the sword won't work here.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Nice, there's a double jump in the game. That's pretty cool.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Oh my god, please stop with the tutorials.
Neutralized. Seems strong enough.
Hello. I'm interacting. Nothing happens. Please don't tell me I've already run into a game-breaking bug of sorts. That will be a shame. No? You don't want to do anything? Okay, let me try with mouse and keyboard and see if that helps. Do I need to hold the button? No. Wow, what am I doing wrong here? Now it works. I don't know how. So already some giant happening.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
What am I trying to do here? Okay.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay, that was a failure.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Yeah, right. I've already
The
tried
wheeled
this.
one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Oh, this is an enemy from Bloodborne. take out these smokes first.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheel bump before backup arrives. Might not need that now, but you will later.
I actually thought this guy was an enemy.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just... He He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned... Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Wait.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even... He understands why you came all the way out here. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here.
Okay, I can't say I'm a big fan of the way the story and the dialogue is delivered. I mean, I get it that they did not want to hire a lot of voice actors and just let the one guy do everything. But you know what I don't like, when you have a big open world game like this, apparently the world is pretty large and all of that, but you start the game in such a linear fashion and you don't really let the players experience what the game is going to be about. So you should, if I was a developer, I would probably just put the player out in the world and then slowly start delivering this exposition. this type of stuff, you know, is boring to play, and it's even more boring to watch. So yeah.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
See, I have no idea what's going on.
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the... You'll need... You hand... He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that... But today, you're...
Right. Yeah, especially when, you know, you just suddenly throw the player into a flashback. Yeah, this is not fun so far.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the loop. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of the road ahead won't be easy, but he wants you to understand that you'll all die. His friends have prepared something specific for each world eater. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the trial.
Okay, we done here?
You're getting the hang of it. quickest
hope we
way
are
out
able
is through
to
the
show
roof
some
where they came in.
open
And the
world
rope
stuff.
looks strong enough to climb.
Finally, I think.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
And we have a title drop. Nice.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Sure.
Let's see.
Did he just pee on it? It does look nice.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Você kommer sæd du på, hvad no. Gesauer ved kodle bilunis.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack.
Gesauer ved kodle bilunis.
He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Hilses. Safala. Jetsusi machawa.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your...
Jawa wow. Boom on your show.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark. There's always another spark.
I wonder if you can actually stay neutral. So much of info dump happening.
There's Out-of-Date
Feel
again.
kind of lost
He must
right
have
now.
missed something important.
Lauketo tul attu iamanau.
Ah.
Mopu far kobi.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of...
Ya, sawata mua nuwekek ujbar no barke.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
That's what Thanos said.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Mopu far kobi.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power.
Ewe boboye. Ewunko to bovum.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Ikobe. Ifari kobo far.
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry.
Koibe. Okorfabe. Setuata babkila.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Nodu nu bayo.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. Alright, so there's main quest, side quests. Apparently no side quests yet. And how do I change? Oh wow, the color that you can barely tell you're actually picking a different one. Right, so this is the main quest. You need to defeat all 4 World Eaters. Talk to either of the Sifus. Yeah, and then you have to basically resolve this stalemate or whatever is happening. That's fine. I think this is where you need to make
Another
a choice
fork
again.
in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Right, let's just take the bridge. Very tired of running through tunnels. But does it mean that oh right, okay. No, I don't want to side with these guys. They seem like the evil faction, or the more evil faction of the two. So maybe we'll just go to these guys. So yeah, tunnel it is, fortunately.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Nash is going to hate this game for sure. There's so much Manjar in just about under an hour. I'm sure he'll throw the controller. Can I just attack anybody? It seems like, how do I tell which ones are the bad guys?
Slash.
So I helped them. No reward for me. Apparently not. Cool. I do like how the game looks, though. I should say that. Very colorful. The draw distance is nice. Some like low-res texture work here and there, but that's to be expected. But overall, it's pretty.
This area was beautiful
Quite pretty.
before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Yeah. I'm not sure how you discover stuff like landmarks and all. Does it get marked on your map? No. I would very much prefer a game that is more organic, like in the new Zelda or something like Genshin Impact, instead of having like 100 icons on the map. Let the player discover stuff on their own. And
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foes?
Snash performance
You
is
should head up
very nice,
That way
quite
you'll know.
smooth. No stutter, no frame drops. It's running rock solid. The only problem is with the combat, which feels floaty. There's not enough impact to the hits. I think if they would have just fixed, or had some of that, I think the combat would be pretty enjoyable. But I don't know, like maybe it'll get better as you play.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
Some more Munjan coming up.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Yeah.
Says their door is always open for anyone willing to join their cause.
Sibi? Lapanen agin kanman. Gerat na falo putut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort, but he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing... He heard you took out of Date's side.
I'm
He's
just gonna skip the
convinced
dialogue.
you've
There's too
returned
much
for
of
a
Munjan,
reason,
so
and is glad you chose to come here.
going to try and read it quickly and then skip.
There's something about your spirit that sparks... The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He had... Your... The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside. Miri, if you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to... He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident that... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left, but he wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay. Now I get it.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. Tells you not to be afraid. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return. Seeing you brings back his memories of the... Myriad wants you... He remembers your kind. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old... He can't blame you for not remembering.
And this whole place, it's so bare bones. Doesn't even feel like somebody's palace. But yeah. And that's it. No vendors, no shops. And I was actually thinking this might have been a city. Oh, there is.
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything.
Cool. Okay.
Think
Right. So what does he have? Clothes, miscellaneous, VHS tape. No. Oh, look at the prices here. Sorry. Can I sell something? Okay. I'm just checking if there is stuff like side quests and all you can pick up here. Blacksmith.
Look and see what you might need.
Everything is level locked. Okay. This guy apparently sells guns, but I'm sure I won't be able to afford anything nor be able to equip anything, so do these guys show up on the map like vendors and all? No, they don't. So you just have this big icon for the city and that's, or the town. That's pretty much it. And there's a chest. Okay. So doesn't look like there's side quests here or any NPCs that can give you side quests. There's a bunch of loot scattered around.
먼저 못 놓여 알아. 신은아 먼저 먼저 와와자. Okay, I think he's going to pee on this again.
Let's see.
Okay, I don't think we need to go here anymore if you're not allied to those folks. Let me just check. The objective still says that I need to pass through the cave. Just wondering how do you discover side stuff in this game, side missions or whatever else there is. So far I'm just following the main quest and it's just going from point A to B and listening to a whole lot of Manjan. Very little actual gameplay has happened. Okay, I'm not sure whether I should be jumping down here. Let's just see if there is fall damage, and there is none, so that's good. I do like the movement also. I mean, the combat might feel floaty, but movement feels nice. So there's that. Also, is there like manual saves in this game? That's something I have not checked yet. There is. Yeah, you can save anywhere. How about quick save? Let's see. Okay, F5 is not doing anything.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
I dodged it and I still managed to get hit. Wow. So much damage. The timing on the dodge is something I really need to get used to because I'm dodging too late. I'm just not. Good old
More
circus
than a
strafe.
flesh wound.
Still take it. That was a timely level up. That restored all my health. Nice. What did I get? Tickling toffee. Right, these are all consumable items. I don't think any of these enemies are actually dropping any weapons or loot. I think weapons likely only come from rewards and crafting or merchants. Health packs. There's so many different types of health items. Yeah, that enemy did look like the ogres from God of War.
Time is lost on this
Whatever
place,
they are
but
called.
it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
I do like it, like you're playing mostly an animal character, so he's like marking territory whenever
As
you
time
reach
passes,
a new one.
memories fade, and sometimes feelings change.
Please no
It's not
flashback.
about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Oh, this is the least interesting part of the
Echoes
game.
of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no...
Oh, that guy is huge. That's a nice way to teach. Okay, in deep waters you slowly lose key energy. Okay. How do I submerge? Wait, did I just drown? It's gonna throw me again.
Tulpua? Usa.
Yeah, I was actually not looking at the key bar.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
Azitawa.
At least you learn.
Mavaniko.
But you need practice. Lots of practice.
Usa. Daikeza.
Great thing.
Daikeza.
You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
Usa.
Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's the You should know. Practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square.
Yeah, Mooma is a bit on the strict
Here's
side.
another familiar face with lots on his mind.
I like this guy.
Asks how you're feeling today. His only... He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
Fine.
You should... He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to... That's the spirit. You can't make a difference. He'd love...
All right. Okay, does this actually make any difference in the stats? Probably. Let's go with this one.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He understands, but hopes you won't be needed. He thinks he's looking forward to seeing. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Well, I am too.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She says it's not only about this moment and where you are going. You have to find yourself first. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. There's no... He wants to know who you think you are.
How are they getting back up when I'm... Was I supposed to lose here?
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? The most important thing is it's time to focus on your training now.
Let's just get this over with, please.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Kaffee in der Badam Waksuva.
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling.
Mishako her.
Training with
Badan Analove, Baba Zulu.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Biada.
He'll talk to her, sure, but you know
Vaksa ush in der Badan.
he
Alright, some more crafting tutorials. Okay.
Inmo.
He's curious to see what you found.
Kun Mashako Hersave. Dum Zatuna Dame.
He's the style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you.
So the systems in the game are not bad. Like, they have a bunch of things going on with stats and points and crafting, but the way all of this is done is just boring. Just a cutscene and dialogue for every single simple
Your
thing.
Muma says it's about time you got here.
Kalino? Asil natu. Sa volakamun brutna. Mustiki monibasa. Berry?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Gendranama inyavaldo Berry?
Been working on a
Kanamunta. Kamonu.
You should go see him and
Kototuku.
that. Catchy.
Ruhemuktono.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as...
Ruhemuktono.
Figuring that out is half the fun.
Gendranamala. Mustiki muhka.
A piece of Scraptronics like this,
Kamonu.
it's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow.
Kalino? Ariaroche nui mumera.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder.
Kialdo male kanaru tono.
Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Can't see.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape.
Yo no massa manduru. Apliton asa tu tropa. Aria roche nui mumere. Gendrana mala.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has...
Onaro lute.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Wow, he came straight for me. What? Don't fight a kid. Am I actually supposed to fight him? I don't have a weapon. Well, he is doing some damage. Oh, I could have actually fought the bullies, maybe, and not lost my sword. Or rather, won against the bullies, but that didn't happen. Look at this little guy. Oh, no. Do I have any health items? No. And he regenerated his health, so yeah, you're not supposed to win here anyway. Should I just try and run away? Okay, I'm dead anyway, so... Okay. Why did I think that I was supposed to lose like that? Should I just run away here? Probably, yeah. There's no way you can beat him. And all the paths are blocked. So what's really supposed to happen here? Oh, I missed the button prompt. Yeah, okay.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
How are they supposed to swim that far? There's no way I can reach there in time. Wow, okay. That's not going to work. This doesn't seem like a pond. It says cross the pond. This is a river. Oh, I can go back to her. Right. Yeah. Okay, full senti stuff happening right now. I mean, I see what they're going for.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about.
Now this dude is persistent. I'm really not sure what the story here is.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Alright, so we're 12:23 AM. I think I'll just stream for 10 more minutes, I think till 12:30, and we can stop there. And it's a bit sad that we did not get to see a lot of the open world stuff.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet.
This has been very, very scripted until now. Literally,
they couldn't keep it down.
Just point A to B stuff. Oh, I'm doing nice red grits on him. Not sure if it's based on location or just chance.
Annukin yakku. Chuka medro de aucha.
You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far fnac.
Emma hauriu tulu Adrianku. Ime tala.
They've received news a Ronin had
Rayu tesucho.
a group of
Tulu tulu mudre mayo.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Piapo. Nebek gul.
No loot. Okay. I really wish the opening of this game was not so linear. You make an open world game and you typically should let the player explore
Look,
right away.
an emergency box from the old days when you needed to. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Okay, that's a new weapon. Oh, or just equipment. Okay, let's try to equip it. Oh, that is a weapon. Oh, nice. Okay. Right. So I can already tell the game will get better as you play, as you get more skills and unlocks and weapons. So seems to be a lot of interesting stuff in here. Cool. So you can easily
Tunnels
switch.
like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Wow, I totally missed that parry there. Cool. So we're almost at 12:30 and I think I'll stop the stream here because I don't think we have too many people. With just some closing thoughts, well, Biomutant, I won't say it's bad, I won't say that I'm hating it or anything, but yeah, it's really not making the best first impression. There is like moments of fun to be had and all, and I think that it'll get better as you play, but so far, yeah,
Good thing
I
you're
don't
not
think it is impressing
claustrophobic.
me as much as I expected. As in, I was really looking forward to this game, and it seems like a bit of a missed opportunity so far. But I'm hoping that it gets better, and I'll probably stick with it. I think I do like the world, the setting. There's still a lot of cutscenes and dialogue that get a bit tiresome. But I hope that that kind of gets lesser and lesser as you play. But I think that's about it, and that was Biomutant. If you're interested in the game, you know what to expect now. Hopefully that'll help you make a decision. So that's about it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining, and have a good night. Bye.